up, everybody? It's the Friendly Skies Podcast. This is your host, Tom Cruise. I'm with Brezzstation.
That's not true, but like,
Dresden.
We'll go with it.
And
You had
LeahSue.
the energy. You had the energy of Tom Cruise. I felt it.
I'm the hybrid of Tom Cruise and Howard Stern. Have a baby.
So why do you start every episode in that godforsaken puker voice?
Horrible radio DJ voice.
I want to be like Howard Stern.
I don't
doesn't
think
talk like that.
Howard Stern ever talked like that.
No, not in a million years did he talk like that.
Welcome to the Howard Stern Show.
I thought
Hey!
Well.
Like Robin would be shaking her head right now if you were Howard Stern.
Today we're flying to. Hopefully the noise is not too loud. Is my cockpit
No,
open?
there's not a lot of white. There's not a lot of that white noise. I don't mind the airplane white noise, anyways.
Yeah,
I think
it's
I think my cockpit is open. Right?
Got it.
fine. Sounds like a personal problem.
Manual.
Might want to see a doctor.
Can you use this plane to destroy Russia?
We can
Now
go.
we're talking, Colin.
That's right. What did I wait? What? I totally lost track of what I'm terrible at this. I was saying that we were flying from. We're taking off from. Wait, are we taking off from Stockholm?
Is this Helsinki? Or is it Stockholm?
Shit. Where's my map? Oh, map popped up late. What does that look like to you guys?
Hold on, zoom
Like
out
a
a little
map.
bit.
Shit, I can't zoom out
I
anymore.
think we're at Helsinki, right? Stockholm's the.
Oh yeah, we're
WP1.
at Helsinki and we're going to Stockholm. That's right.
Oh my god, I knew a thing about geography. That's crazy.
Proud
That's
of you,
great.
Leah.
That was
I don't know.
crazy.
What happened there?
All right, so
wait, hold on a second. Are there like
Yeah.
weapons on this thing? Can you like actually shoot shit?
no, they don't let you shoot shit because that's probably controversial, I guess.
Boring.
Fuck is the point of incorporating these into the game then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, they were advertising Top Gun, the new Top Gun movie.
Was that why?
But they're giving you
Playing
access
with
to
the
these like
boys.
billion-dollar like war machines, and you can't even do their key function.
Well, one of their key functions, you can argue, is flying the plane.
It's a good point.
Yeah, flying to things to shoot.
Or to maybe shoot. Maybe they don't always shoot.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, Leah, why else are you on this?
I don't know why we're not. I
Wait.
can't take off right now.
Yeah.
I can't take off right now.
Oh,
Oh.
you're up.
Yeah.
Oh, you just made it too, dude.
Wow, that must be
That
a
was
glitch.
close.
That
I
must
don't
be
feel safe.
that must be a glitch or something.
Matt's gonna kill us.
Contrary to popular belief, Matt is not actually a pilot.
All right, so we're flying over. So Colin, you actually like you like Finland, right? You like Norway or Finland better? Which one you like better?
I like all Scandinavian countries.
That's right.
They're lovely.
I don't know where my
I don't know.
GPS is here.
You're really shaking around a lot. There's a lot of movement in the cockpit.
Leah gonna get motion sick.
It's stoking my vertigo. That was crazy last night.
That's
I mean,
a thing.
Yeah,
That's
that's
actually a thing.
scary.
I was like upset because I was enjoying Sea of Thieves. and
Should
then-
we play? Should we talk
Done.
about how? Uh-oh.
Yeah, we should. How
Talk
Leah
about-
gets actually seasick
Yeah.
in video games.
I know.
Well, I can't play any VR games that are motion. Like if you're going for any racing games, anything like that. But for some reason, with Sea of Thieves specifically, is a game that I get nauseous and have thrown up from. It's crazy. It's just on my PC.
Why is that? Because of the motion?
I guess it's the motion in the ocean.
See, my mother used
Motion,
to.
Motion
My
in the
mother
ocean.
used to get nauseous when she would watch me play like Mario Kart and shit like that.
You know, now that I think about it, though, I've actually gotten sick from Sea of Thieves when we were on land. I remember specifically one time getting really
That's
sick.
me
from
when I'm
land.
like falling in a game and I can like feel it.
Wait a minute. You've gotten sick when you're not even moving in the ship in that game?
No, like when I'm moving on land. So
Yeah,
not.
when you're not even in the ship.
Yeah, I was just like jumping around and stuff. I got sick one time. I think It was we were under, maybe we were underwater. It was one of those, or we were.
I think it was underwater because I do remember one time when we were diving and you were like getting nauseous or something.
But I was telling you last night, like, I have positional vertigo now. I get vertigo every day, like when I lay my head back too quickly or when I stand up too quickly. I mean, I could have a brain tumor or it's vertigo.
Is there anything they can do about that? Like, are there medications or anything you can take?
Probably.
How do you drive?
I don't. It's not that bad, and I don't ever really get it when I'm driving. I'm saying it's more like when you lay your head back. Like when I lay my head down at night, I get it a lot.
You know, and I feel like I've played like a lot of games with you before, and
Yeah, I've never heard that
a
before.
lot of this is specific
From you,
to Sea
Leah,
of
at
Thieves.
least.
It sounds like it doesn't sound like this occurs in other games as often as it does in Sea of Thieves.
Oh, you know what? I might have had my parking brake on the whole time.
Oh, well done, dude.
Well, I mean, I didn't have vertigo my whole life. I think the first time I actually got it was a couple of years ago. It was the first time I ever got it, and we were at Matt's bandmate's wedding. His friend Boz. Do you know Boz?
Oh.
Well, we were at his wedding, and I got vertigo really bad, and he had to like hold me up while we were at the wedding. And then,
were
Yeah,
you
it was really
sick
fun.
because you were getting vertigo, or were you sick because you're in public with Matt?
I don't know. I mean, who can
could be
tell?
both.
Who can tell? But I had to go to physical therapy for that. They had
I get
to,
sick with myself.
Wait, you had to go to physical therapy for vertigo?
Yeah, because vertigo is like,
That's
Isn't it an inner
horrifying.
ear thing? I thought it was like an inner ear thing.
yeah, it's like you have these crystals in your ear, and they get dislodged, and then you have vertigo, and it makes your whole balance off. Your whole, I forget what it's called, the system that in your body that balances you. And so you have to do these. Your equilibrium. Thank you. And so you have to do these specific exercises where you like put your head back fast and then turn your head, and you're supposed to be putting the crystals back.
Oh, Jesus.
It's so weird. When I learned about it, I'm like, how is this a thing? What are you talking about?
Leah, is this
So
making you dizzy?
Yeah. I'm not looking at it.
Hold on. But
Jesus,
I
man.
want to go back to something quickly.
Oh, shit.
Like, that she
I
didn't
can't even
actually
look at it.
address.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I can't control the airplane anymore. This airplane's glitched. Uh-oh. I can't control it, guys. I may have broken
We're
it.
gonna die.
Literally just like looking away from the screen. I can't even look at it. That's what you get for trying to make me nauseous.
Yeah, we're gonna pick a
I-
different airplane. This is
Leah,
fucking
Leah,
bullshit.
Hold on a second. So, out of all the games that I've played with you, it sounds like the occurrence of this happens the most with Sea of Thieves.
Yes, it has happened very, very mildly in Phasmophobia. Only when I'm moving about in a certain way, but not to the extent where I had to stop. So
Do you think that's because of like the ship physics? Like when you're moving on the ocean, is that predominantly what, like the swaying motion and stuff like that? That
yeah, like legitimately get like seasickness, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
That
That
but I
sounds
remember
awful.
when I first started dating Matt, he had his, his VR racing games, and I tried it, and I couldn't make it through the first 2 seconds. I had to stop. It's pretty bad.
Well, VR is a whole different beast, man. Like
You
even
know-
I get kind of like nauseous of VR, and I never get motion sick with anything.
Cullen, I want to show you a VR game called Echo VR, where you're floating through space, throwing balls into a goal. Like it's a,
Ugh.
dude, that will make you sick right there.
Yeah, floating or having to like, in VR where you have to like click and jump forward. That makes me so nauseous. Oh.
When I was in school, at college, we had like a technology lab where we had like 3D printers and VR and like laser cutters and all this shit.
Cool.
And we actually had to like design in VR at one point. And I think that was the first time I ever used VR, and I was like I'm not one to get motion sick, dude, but like putting that shit on like kind of fucks with me.
Yeah, the racing games. If you play a really like a set of Corsa, if you play that in VR, it's weird. It actually does. It actually made me a little bit motion sick. So for some reason, certain games. Oh, actually, maybe most driving games in VR, if they're well made, they give motion sickness, I guess.
But you also had a roller coaster game that didn't give me sickness. So I don't know.
Well,
no.
they also narrowed. They had like a thing. I'm trying to look up the airport code for Stockholm International. They also had. They would do a vignette around the screen, because with VR, if you see your whole peripheral, that's what gives you motion sickness. If they kind of like block out the sides, it gives you less. So a lot of games have that feature. Like actually, No Man's Sky has that feature for VR.
It's ARN, I think. Arlanda, ARN.
I had to look up the code for some reason. All right, what's a fast plane week? Oh, look at this. This is probably going to be even worse. The experimental Dark Star. It goes at 5,300 KTAS. I don't know what that is, but it's. We'll probably get there in less than 15 minutes.
So hold
Should
on.
we try
wait,
it? This is going to be hilarious. I'm trying it.
Does this ever like impact? I mean, obviously it has to impact you outside of gaming too. Like it you're telling me it doesn't impact driving or anything like that?
No. I don't really get it during the day at all. It might be like a tired or stressed thing. Like it's usually when I'm waking up, sitting up, or laying down. Or sometimes if I'm already a little sick or nauseous, then I'll get it. Like you know.
We should include Mike in this. Mike, do you get vertigo when you're in the shower?
In the shower? No, not even close.
Okay.
What about when you're taking a piss?
Well, that's
Yeah.
a horse of a different color, of course. No,
Yeah.
I know. I get like nothing like that.
But well, it's in my family. My grandmother had it, and my dad has it. But the funny thing is, back to the physical therapy, like that was wild because you literally the exercise you have to do to get your crystals back in your ears, I guess. You have to like throw yourself back, turn your head, do all these things, and that's what the physical therapist would do to me. And then my eyes, the way you could tell someone has vertigo is their eyes start like really quickly going back and forth.
Jesus.
And she'd be like, "Oh, your eyes, okay." And then after that, I never got it like that again. I just got positional vertigo, and that's what I'm describing now. So positional vertigo is just like when you move your head a certain way, you get it for like a second, and then it goes away. What I had before did not go away until I did the exercises. So it's pretty bad.
Who the fuck designed this cockpit?
So
You don't like it?
we're gonna do some sightseeing here at 1,000,000 miles per hour.
You're going really fast.
We're gonna get there pretty quick.
This would be the scariest cockpit imaginable because I
are
can't
you
see like
supposed to-
straight
are you
ahead of me.
Supposed to rely on just the cameras or something? Like what the fuck
Like-
is this?
Do you just rely on your peripheral? That's horrifying, dude. I'm serious.
Back to physical therapy. I've actually only had physical therapy once, and I was like in my mid-20s, and there was like this period of time where I was waking up and I had no feeling in my in my left hand. Like I would every morning I kept waking up and I was like just numb, and it would last for like a half an hour or so.
Whoa.
So I went to a doctor, and they were like, "It sounds like you're pinching a nerve when you sleep." And sure enough,
How do you do that?
I don't know, dude. Like, I guess like if your neck like is at an angle, like resting on your shoulder or something, you can pinch like the blood supply to your arm.
I was thinking
And,
you were asleep. You were like maybe sleeping on your arm.
No, my so I went to a physical therapist, and they were doing all these like I don't remember what they were doing. They were doing all these stretches and shit, and they basically taught me ways to sleep, I guess. And like it never happened again, but it was so fucking weird. Like no feeling in my fucking like left hand, no feeling.
That's kind of weird too. That like after you fall asleep, you can kind of control what position you stay in. Because once I'm asleep, I don't know what I'm doing. Like rolling around. Like the fact that you can change the way you sleep like that is cool.
Are you guys taking in Stockholm right now? Or Finland?
It just looks like a lot of trees, but it looks really nice.
Gorgeous, bro.
I mean,
All right, we're gonna
I
act.
feel like
Looks like the Berkshires.
Flying a little low.
yeah, the plane is throwing me off because I feel like we're in some kind of futuristic like it looks like Eon Flux. We're in a futuristic
Elon
world.
Musk.
It
Elon-
looks like
Elon Musk.
like a No Man's Sky plane, or cruiser almost.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about Elon Musk like firing a bunch of salary employees to cut down costs and saying that everyone should return to the office.
The sale hasn't gone through yet, dude. Nothing's happened in a few
No,
weeks.
well, no, I was talking about Tesla.
Oh.
He fired
Yeah, well,
people.
this is
Dude,
all
he's
on
hardcore.
Because whatever he does, he just intentionally tries to like tank his own value, which not only affects him, and if it affects him, fine, to hell
Yeah.
with him. But
And
it
this-
affects people like on salary that like depend on a Tesla salary,
Right,
which is not right.
right.
Everything I've ever read about Elon Musk as a CEO makes him sound like a fucking dictator.
Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't wanna work
not
for
only
him.
is he one of the worst people, like his family's like the worst as well.
I don't even know anything about his
Like his
family.
father, his grandfather. I think his grandfather lived in Canada, but like in 1950, he wanted to move out of Canada because it wasn't morally like high enough. And guess where he moved to in 1950? South
Where?
Africa
Oh, really?
in 1950.
Bring apartheid.
Exactly.
Dude, I was reading some article about him saying that like he's like addressed his employees being like, if you're not willing to work like weekends and holidays, like you shouldn't be working for Tesla. It's like, man, go fuck yourself, dude. Like,
Yeah, what it,
it's
because
like
he
easy
also
for you to say when you're literally the richest man in the fucking world and you don't have to
know.
work a day in your life.
yeah he also sent out something to his it was a email that was leaked that he was saying, you know, you can't, no more remote working, you have to come in full time, like no more pretending to work from home, which is
Pretending to work from home. That's beautiful.
like
I know.
opposite of what
Ugh.
is actually
What a
happening
fool.
with people working from home. They supposedly, based on data, they work
Aren't you-
more.
Say, aren't you
They're
more
more-
productive when you work from home?
I am.
And you're saving more time because you're not going to and from the office.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
Right.
lose a lot of employees because of that too. Like,
He's gonna lose more production.
Well, you know,
Oh, yeah.
he's just really keeping. He wants to really just focus on keeping the hourly employees that are on the factory floor, because those people have to come in. So he's like, yeah, you just build the shit, but like in terms of like marketing or office jobs, he's like, yeah, I don't really need a lot, which is probably true in a lot of ways. A lot of those positions, they're kind of wasteful, you know, but especially marketing.
We should all ask Grimes what he's like as a husband.
they broke up, right?
Probably fucking awful.
Yeah, they divorced.
I didn't want to bring up Amber Heard, and this is the only thing I'm going to say. But do you think that he is the father of her baby?
Yes.
Has that been proven, or is that just a rumor?
Wait, can you refresh me? I'm sorry.
So
Well, she.
yeah. Go ahead, Leah.
Go ahead. No, I don't really know the whole story, so.
Wait,
Well,
who's the father of Amber Heard's kid?
She had but they also said that, so she had a surrogate baby, like she couldn't have a baby, and I think the mother might be Paris Hilton. Like the eggs are from Paris Hilton, and like so I mean, this could all be
Jesus
bullshit,
Christ.
but I don't know, man. It could be Elon Musk and Paris Hilton.
What do
Jesus.
you think the price tag on Paris Hilton eggs are?
Ugh.
Geez, who knows? Well, I what I did read was that when they were dating, they froze their sperm or their eggs or something together, and they like were arguing over. He wanted to destroy it, and she wanted to keep it. So that was where I think the rumor came from, is that she did have a baby through surrogate. It's like, well, okay, what sperm did she have?
Wanted to
Well, she
destroy it.
had Elon Musk's sperm, and she was in litigation over it. So it's
He
pretty.
probably used those exact words too. He's like, I must destroy this.
And knowing, like I don't know her obviously, but when I think about her and what I have seen in the media, I could see her being like, yeah, I want Elon Musk's genes for my baby because
No,
he's smart.
She wants Elon Musk's wallet for child support.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to in the end, I
That's what
feel
she
like.
fucking wants. What are you kidding?
That was the other rumor I heard, is that the 10.3 million she has to now pay Johnny Depp, she can't pay, and people were saying that Elon was
Yeah,
going to
it's
pay
gonna
it.
go-
Are you surprised, dude? She
Gonna go to
fucking
bankruptcy.
bounced on a charity. Like, you think she can afford to pay a fucking.
Well, she paid her attorney $6 million, which that was a shitty waste of money.
That was all her divorce settlement, pretty much. Most
Yeah.
of it.
Yep.
It hurts. That's a lot of money.
Elon's got some weird taste in women, dude.
I
Grimes
know.
looks like she steals bongs from Spencer's.
He's just
Well,
a
I mean,
weird guy in general. I mean,
Elon's gross too. I can't imagine a woman going for Elon, like just because he's smart and rich. That's the only reason.
Well,
just
it's the
gross
money.
looking.
Is
so
really
gross.
what it comes down to in the
He
end.
always looks sweaty and red and like wet.
He does look wet a lot.
Dude, no, here's the thing that bothers me about Elon Musk is like every time I ever read it, he tries to be edgy and he tries to be like a fucking meme lord. I'm like, dude, like you're a businessman. Like there reaches a point in your life where you need to separate like that horseshit from like your company and your value and stuff like that. Because every time I ever read shit about him on Twitter or quotes from him on Twitter, it's always him trying to be like edgy or funny or some shit like that. It's like, dude, it's cringy. Like, cut the shit, dude.
Right.
I mean, to
Like,
be
I'm
someone
gonna
like
get
him,
high and I'm gonna set Telsa stock to 420.
really,
Fuck yourself.
I feel like people like him, CEOs, especially someone like him, they got to be a little bit like, well, definitely arrogant, maybe a little bit narcissistic, like a somewhat sociopathic. I don't know if these are the right words, but like you have qualities that make you not give a shit about other.
Didn't he literally say the price of Tesla was too high and it just like tanked everything?
But the thing is like when you're a CEO, like, and you're in that position of a company as influential and have like the power that he has, like you need to be able to separate like your fucking dumb sophomoric horse shit you do, and like you don't see Bill Gates fucking posting memes on like his fucking Twitter account and stuff. It's like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you?
Right.
I don't know. That just bothers me. I don't know why. It's just like the lack of like
It's
professionalism.
bothersome.
Like the lack of professionalism fucking bothers me, and the fact that it's just like this guy thinks he's fucking too cool for the room of other billionaires. He's like, I'm just way too hip for you guys. It's like, you're not, dude. You're just as fucking corny as all of them.
He's
I
he's
legitimately
officially
don't like him.
he's officially the richest man in the world.
Oh,
Is
it's
he?
sickening.
Yeah.
Is he really? Like even this must
Oh
be
yeah.
like a Saudi prince who's richer.
No. He's the
No,
richest
'cause,
guy in the
like,
world.
all that money, all that Saudi money is divided by like 1,500 people or something like that.
Yeah.
Ew. Elon Musk, I legitimately dislike him. Like when I see articles about him, I legitimately cringe. I just don't like him as a person.
I'm looking it up right now. Elon Musk's net worth, according to Forbes, $218.1 billion
Hmm.
What?
with a B.
So yeah, he's definitely gonna pay off Amber Heard's shit.
Yeah, and not even and go to sleep soundly afterwards.
Ugh.
Well, did you see that the
like is all his wealth generated strictly from Tesla?
Tesla, Boring, SpaceX, every other freaking fakakta company he owns
Yeah,
too.
but isn't Tesla like a remotely new company, like within the past like 15 years?
I think
So
it's all
this
under
guy's-
Elon's
guy's
umbrella.
wealth- This guy's wealth skyrocketed in an extremely short amount of time.
Like almost too short.
I think he had some other companies too, or maybe other investments.
Yeah,
Must have
I
other
just
stuff
said
going
like Boring,
Boring Company?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did the tunnel in California.
SpaceX.
boring? What do you mean? What is that? Are you saying
Like to
Boeing or
bore-
boring?
No, bore to bore a hole.
Oh, okay. I don't know words apparently. And SpaceX is a big one.
Well, wasn't he like a software engineer at one point or some shit like that? Or like,
Oh, yeah.
had some-
Well,
he
he
like
made all his wealth because I think he created PayPal or he owned PayPal and then he sold it.
Yes, that's what it was. He was a
Oh.
creator of PayPal.
Right.
Really?
And,
So
and
like
that's
that's one good,
Oh, I hate him even more now.
I did not know that.
one decent service he's ever created. But
And now he owns
No,
Twitter.
No. PayPal is the fucking devil.
Hey, we got
Hey.
Venmo out of it, and that's better than PayPal.
It's the fucking devil. Dude, did I ever tell you about like my fucking 2-month-long debacle with PayPal trying to get paid?
Oh, this was like about
Yeah,
a year
I
ago,
remember
right?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like on the phone at Starbucks like every day with them.
Yeah.
That was such a mess.
It
I
was a
remember
mess.
that. Did you
Yeah.
ever get your money back? I don't remember what
I did
happened,
get
but I
my
remember.
money, but, like it was
Okay.
getting to the point where I was like threatening to call like the attorney general.
You
and
were
shit
gonna
like
get like legal on their ass too, weren't you?
Yeah, I was selling shit on eBay and they were holding my money for no fucking reason. And they were like, it already went through. I'm like, it didn't go through. Like, what are you talking about? And I would get like first of all, actually reaching a representative in PayPal is almost impossible. And when you do, it's some person in like fucking India that has no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah, you got a better chance of seeing God than like getting, having an understanding, getting somebody who
So-
understands what's going on.
There was like this period where like in their contract they said like they would hold your money. Like they had no explanation. Like it was because I was a new seller on eBay, and it's like I get it. Like for security purposes, they want to make sure like the person actually receives whatever you're selling and make sure that like you're not scamming people. And like I get that, but like I sold multiple things on it and always came across the same fucking problem, you know. And I have like a good rating on eBay and shit like that.
Yeah.
So you were
And,
trusted, yeah.
They were just withholding my money for no fucking reason.
Well, and at one
And
point, I'm sure the people got the thing that you sent them, right?
They did.
Still,
They
still
received it,
withheld?
and I still didn't have my like weeks later. I would actually get paid for it.
Mm.
So it got to the point where I was like, "Listen, I'm like about to fucking report your ass."
Bunch of
And
thieves.
they had some time frame where like it's like I think it's like 3 weeks or 4 weeks or something like that, where like they have to pay you, and it was literally on the eve of the deadline that they actually fucking paid me. After all the shit I went through for fucking weeks with these people, it's the worst service I've ever dealt with in my life. Like I never want to fucking deal with them again.
I
Uh-oh.
don't think it's as popular anymore.
Uh-oh.
Are you running out of gas over the ocean or
Oh,
something?
PayPal made way to Venmo. That's what it was.
Hold on, guys. My engine just
What?
went out.
And we're
How did that happen?
The left
over
end.
the island.
I
Go
think
to
I
right.
overheated it. Shit.
Oh,
Go to
well
the
played,
EFMA.
bro.
Go to the EFMA airport.
Oh, no. Both engines out. We might have to switch planes soon.
Well, thank
Okay.
God you have all these perfect places to land, like the ocean.
How many times are we gonna crash?
Maddie Sullenberger.
All right, I'm gonna have to pull yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to pull. Oh, you know what? There's an airport right ahead of us.
Yeah, EFMA.
You're gonna have to like Tom Hardy in Dunkirk and just pray for dear life you land.
Dude, this airplane has no aerodynamics. It just went from like 1,000,000 miles per hour to like nothing in 2 seconds.
How
Well-
are we still in the air?
Well, we're gliding down pretty quickly. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the airport. Oh well. Oh,
Hey.
now we're dropping real hard.
This is the second crash of the podcast.
Now we're dropping
Dude,
real. We're dropping
like-
real
like-
hard right now.
Like, I don't
Nosediving.
even really like Venmo. Like Venmo is convenient if you're like
Oh,
sending
God.
$10 to a friend or something.
Well, that's the only time. The only time I really use Venmo is when I'm out to a restaurant
Yeah, but
with
the
friends.
problem is,
We're-
like, if you want your money
We're
immediately,
going in for a crash
they're
landing.
gonna take a fucking chunk of it, which is stupid.
No, I don't get.
That
I
was
don't get penalized.
that was a
What are they-
shitty plane.
They
That
take like,
was-
if you want an instant transfer,
Oh
Oh,
no, yeah, I'm just willing to
take, like,
wait.
they take like 15% or something
And
like
wasn't
that.
Oh,
Venmo
I
the
don't
one
mind waiting.
too? Venmo was one too where it would like say on social media, it'd be like, Leah gave Cullen $10 for a cupcake on like freaking Facebook or
Yeah,
some
there's a
shit.
No,
feed,
no,
there's
it
a
doesn't-
feed.
On Venmo, it doesn't give the amount given from person to person if it's not you.
I just remember, I don't know if it's Venmo, but I just remember there was something like
I
that. Where
probably
it
think that would be like PayPal.
it
Yeah,
was
but like,
connected
why
to
do you
social
need
media.
why do you need a fucking social media feed for your transactions? I sit there and read the
Exactly.
shit my dumb friends are fucking transferring money.
Oh, dude. Hey, Venmo on the first of the month is fire.
And then you're like, wait a minute, they're at a coffee shop without me? Like, hey.
Hey.
Make me feel good. I avoided Venmo forever and then I got it.
I use whatever I can get when people owe me money because that's it. Because no one has cash.
I wish my
obviously.
landlord had Venmo, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that'd make things easy, right? You have to cut them
Yeah.
a check.
Yeah.
Yeah, checks are a pain in the butt. Checks are a pain in the butt.
You don't
And
even
they're
have a checkbook, Matt.
And with with Venmo, they're antiquated now, if anything.
Yeah.
I'm the one with the checkbook in this couple.
Look at me. I have the checkbook now.
Look who's wears the pants.
Matt, you don't have a checkbook?
Oh man, what are you, a beta, bro?
I have a checkbook, but I never use it. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if I have checks anymore left in it.
You don't.
Okay, so
we're-
Matt, what plane is this?
I don't. Let me see. It's a cool looking one. I've never flown it before. I have to practice this game more. It looks hilarious.
Oh, it looks like a show, like one of those, like, air race kind of.
Yeah, but
planes or whatever.
no, it's not a Red Bull plane. It just has a crazy livery, which for all you non-flight people, that means paint job.
Livery?
or
Oh,
blowjob.
enlighten us, Matt, with your fucking
With your knowledge of aviation, please just let
your
us
aviation
He's
terminology.
the aviator.
share your know-how.
He's freaking Leonardo DiCaprio.
This is
over here.
called a flight stick, or what I like to call a fillet,
A fillet?
phallic,
Falafel?
a falafel.
A
That's a
phallic
fu-
falafel.
It's a
We need to
falafel.
talk about Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, we do have to talk about Diablo Immortal. So, it's definitely a mobile game. I definitely uninstalled it from my desktop and laptop.
Wait, before you start, is this the one that this is not the one we got on our iPads or my iPad recently? This is a different one for the PC.
Oh, that's the one that you got on your eye. It has
That's
to be
that's exactly the one we got on your
Diablo
iPad.
3 is still the best
going.
Diablo.
Diablo 3.
I think so.
Well, that's
I
the
like
late.
it.
Yeah,
Do you
I
like 2 more, Colin?
Do I like 2 more?
2 more, 2 over 3?
I thought 2 was great.
Before the formula for ARPGs changed. And that
And-
meaning
and-
like
yeah.
the skill sets and like the vast array of skills and shit like that. Like I have Diablo 2 Resurrected and I like it, but it's just like the gameplay is just dated, man. Like that's like just not how you really play ARPGs anymore. ARPGs are more akin to MMOs now, where you have like this like wide variety of like skills and stuff like that, and talents and stuff. You know, you get 2 abilities in fucking Diablo 2 Resurrected, and it's like, okay, like
Matt, what do you think of ARPGs? You're the new resident expert apparently now.
right.
I'm a big fan. I love them, dude.
Really?
Right.
I play the ones that Colin doesn't like, dude. I don't know. I play the ones that Colin definitely doesn't play, but Dungeon Siege 3 and Grim Dawn, fucking amazing. I love those games. I just love them.
Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn's fucking terrible.
No, I like Grim Dawn. It's hard.
It's awful.
Is
Why-
Wolfenstein an ARPG?
Why do you not no, Wolfenstein's not. Wolfenstein is what, first person
First person
action adventure, yeah. It was free on Epic, by the way. You should get it right now. It's actually good, Colin. You ever play it?
I think I already have it with the new Colossus.
New Order, not the new Colossus. New Colossus is actually the one I want. That's the second one.
I have all of them. And they're pretty fun.
Yeah. You ever beat them?
No. They don't hold my interest for very long.
Yeah.
But back to Diablo. Back
yeah.
to Diablo.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a lot of issues with it.
I have an issue with the PC version. The PC version's fucking terrible.
Yep.
It's awful.
It's garbage.
It's fucking inexcusable how bad it is. And I'm a diehard Diablo fan, dude, and I was really looking forward to it. But
Yeah.
I mean, you can't change the resolution. Like, never in my entire career as a gamer have I ever played a game where you can't change the fucking resolution.
Well, do you think that they just last minute, because one guy in BlizzCon said, "Hey, is it gonna come out for PC? We would really like it," and they just listened to him and like, okay, I guess we'll.
No, their argument was that the reason that they have it on PC is to avoid emulation, and it's like, really, that's the fucking reason, or is it because you saw another market for you to open up to with your fucking your cash grab systems in it? Like,
Well, why do they give a shit if people emulate it or not? It probably would have been better if they just emulated it.
I don't know, because then they could probably get shit for free. They wouldn't have to pay for anything.
Oh, if they like cracked it or like just
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I should look that up.
Their way around it is just release it on PC, but it's like it's not a terrible game. Like, I like it. It's just like
It's just a mobile game, like you said. It's
PC
Diablo
the
Lite.
The PC version of it is just like, and like I'm a diehard Diablo fan, dude. Like, I love Diablo games. They're one of my favorite. But you know,
What are
if
you
you're
doing? Do you just do the Paragon levels on Diablo 3? Like the seasons and shit?
like the rifts and seasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Sorry,
now I'm playing a monk, and it's like fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Well, we don't have to talk about Diablo 3 yet, but what were you saying about Diablo Immortal?
It's just like, it's just a condensed version of Diablo, you know? And I mean, I get it. They had limitations for, you know, mobile devices and stuff like that.
Right.
But it's just, there's lots of it. Like, you know, like I was playing a barbarian And like an example is like, I can't use two-handed weapons on a fucking barbarian. You can only dual wield.
Right.
And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's like part of the like fun with that series is creating these weird builds that are like versatile and stuff like that. And it's just severely limiting people to all doing the exact same thing.
Mm.
So it was,
Yeah, I enjoyed the gameplay for a mobile game. That's all. I'll say that it was fun on a tablet or phone. I mean, never mind the fact that most half the Samsung phones and tablets it's not working right now. But you know, when I saw Leah play it on her iPad, which is probably one of the better devices to play it on, it was fun for a mobile game.
I think a tablet is a way to go playing with it.
Yeah, and actually, and unfortunately, it has to be Apple. It has to be because Apple has the Apple usually has pretty fast. You know, Apple desktops and laptops don't have. They're always a little behind about like the PC market, but for some reason the tablets, the chipsets are a lot better. Like they're faster.
That's why I always buy an Apple phone.
Yeah.
That's why I always fucking buy one. And not to mention
Yeah,
just
I've had good experience with
compatibility.
Android.
Like app compatibility, like all that shit. Like
I have an Android phone and an iPad, so I have both.
iPads are great, man. iPads are
iPads are
fucking
cool.
awesome.
I'm a big fan of the iPad.
It's a mini iPad, but then I have the Droid phone, so they're, you know.
I had a Google. My last phone was a Google Pixel, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean,
well, you know, they could fucking spend like maybe some time to optimize it for Android devices, and it would have been just fine because it runs okay on my old Pixel 3.
Here's the thing, dude.
But
like, the most ironic part is I literally use an iPhone 7, which is like 10 years old,
and it runs fine
on my fucking phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like reading reviews and stuff like that, people are all bitching about the monetization. It's like, don't get me wrong, like the monetization is fucking gross, but it's like it's been pretty clear that this was going to be a very heavily monetized game. So if like you were going into Diablo Immortal and not expecting that, like that's on you. Like you're just fucking stupid and just don't read.
Right.
You know, like, and that is a big problem. Like you do like you hit like paywalls and stuff like that, and it's like they pretty much force like battle passes and shit down your throat. But it's like you can still be a free player. It's just the experience is going to be totally different. You know, and I don't know, dude. It's like I know it's still beta on PC, and like the only thing that really bugs me about it so far is just the resolution. That's it. Like I play in 4K, and seeing fucking 1080p upscaled to 4K is god awful. It's fucking god awful.
Yeah.
And,
well,
if they ever resolve that and they make like dedicated resolutions and shit like that, like I'd be a little bit more on board with it.
If they resolve the fucking controller lag, you can't even play with a controller either. There's like just you move it a little bit and then it just goes out of control. And even if you adjust the dead zone, I actually could use a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and even that wasn't really working very well. So I was like, what's the fucking point?
Wait, you use a Nintendo Switch Pro controller on your tablet?
On the PC, on the laptop.
Oh, I was like, how do you use like a Bluetooth dongle or something?
Yeah, I mean, you could do that too. You could use an adapter. I used to do that too, but I'm just saying, like, the controllers don't work at all. I mean, the only way to play the game really correctly is, like you said, on a good phone or on a tablet. That's it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but Blizzard's been like very transparent about that. They're like, this is a mobile game. We're putting mobile first.
Which is
so
important.
I guess like I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting them to have some PC features.
Right.
You know, it's just like doesn't feel like any of that. You know, it's like it literally feels like a direct port of a fucking mobile game, and it's like, and I get it. Like mobile is their priority, but it's just like don't even put it on PC if you're not even going to optimize it for PC.
Right.
You know, what's the point?
Yeah.
They just want to get their money.
Yeah. Oh, and that dude, it's hilarious. Like, have you seen Asmongold's YouTube videos about like pay to win. He's
I
like,
hate Asmongold, dude. I
He's
fucking
a-
hate him.
he's a character. Why do you hate him?
Who is it?
He's a fucking cunt, dude. He's a
He's
fucking
a gamer streamer.
rotten-toothed hillbilly.
Is he like on Twitch or like YouTube?
I think he's mainly on. I watch him on
He's
YouTube.
on
I don't really.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Ugh. I swear, some of these streamers
He's sitting in his fucking filthy house and just yelling about Blizzard all day, and it's like, all right, dude, like,
some of
A
these
lot of that
gaming
now.
streamers are either really good or the most toxic people on the planet.
And it's not even just gaming. It's
And most of the time, it's the latter.
like, yeah, they're gross.
Yeah.
But
you know
even
why?
after,
Because
outside
they're
of
being
gaming.
introduced to money. It's a job now.
Oh,
They
I
don't
know.
They have no social skills. They were raised on playing video games.
They have no concept of
They
like
have
going
no
out and
fucking
working.
idea, like,
Yeah.
like what it's like to actually work a job or socialize.
And they're making a lot of money, dude.
Do
Yeah.
they
Making a
actually make
lot of
money though?
They
Like,
make
some
a
of them.
no. They
They
make
make
a lot.
tons of money.
If
It's
you-
absurd.
Yeah, if you look him up on Social Blade, like the website, you can actually see how much money they make a day. It's crazy.
Osmongold.
Yeah, they make
I
thousands
don't
of
even
dollars a
think
day.
I don't think he's even considered like one of the top tier like streamers too. Like people
He's-
like Ninja have like fucking endorsements.
Well, Ninja
Ninja's
kind of.
another bird.
Yeah, Ninja's an asshole, but like I don't like Ninja at all. But and also he caters to like 12-year-olds with that drink too much Red
Yeah,
Bull.
it's all Fortnite money.
Right, but he kind of fell off a little bit for a couple of reasons, but yeah, it's just they go up and down, but at the end of the day, the guys cashed out millions of dollars, all of them.
Yeah,
And-
all in like gaming.
Yeah, but all like
What's the
making
other one?
absurd amounts of money.
PewDiePie's another one. Jack Frags.
Yeah.
PewDiePie's still around somehow.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. That guy's
Yeah,
like
he should have been canceled a long time ago.
he like openly a white supremacist or some shit on his
He
channel. and-
openly dropped the N-word on stream.
Yeah, he was playing H1Z1 and he he was just yelling.
What are you
yeah.
doing?
Yeah, it was
I
funny.
think the only thing that I like about Ninja is that fucking clip of him flipping out on some kid.
Yeah.
He's like, "What the fuck did you say to me, you little shit?" It's literally the funniest clip in the world, dude. But I just can't fucking endorse these people, like, especially Asmongold. Like, Asmongold has literally just made a career just, like, shitting on Blizzard. It's like, I get it, dude. Like, Blizzard's
Well,
not
then,
doing
like,
well.
The notch above or below, whatever you want to call it, or is like Logan and Jake Paul or whoever.
Yeah.
Like maybe not gamers, but like YouTube garbage as well.
Well, the other one is remember Dr. What's it
Dr.
called?
Disrespect.
Yep.
Yeah, he wound up being a giant toolbox as well.
He had
Yeah,
so
but
many.
He actually has, like, hardware now. He has, like, a line of, like, gaming keyboards and mice and shit like that. Like, he has
Yeah.
endorsements.
Colin, do you know who the first one of the first big endorsers back in the day was a gamer that created peripherals? Fatality, remember that shit?
Oh, yeah, I had Fatality sound cards.
Yep.
That was for, like, Doom
Quake.
and shit like that.
Yeah, Doom and Quake, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
overall,
shit.
Diablo Immortal, decent little mobile game. That's about it.
I'm probably gonna
Does
get
it
into it.
tickle your taste buds until Diablo 4 at least? In that regard?
I'm gonna be playing. So me and Colin, we play different ARPGs. Colin's gonna keep playing D3. I'm gonna play Grim Dawn and Dungeon Siege 3
And Dragon Slayer?
and Dragon Slayer. Absolutely.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
1984 game.
God.
And Leah's gonna play Grim Dawn with me. So
We should talk about V Rising.
yeah. So
Popularity of that bad boy.
speaking of V Rising, we have to play more Valheim. But yes, going to V Rising, which is basically like an ARPG version of Valheim.
Yeah, it plays like an ARPG, but it's a survival game.
So you have to build and stuff. I just
Yeah.
wish these games came out like without early access. Why does every game like this has to come out early access every single time?
I don't know, dude, but in terms of early access games I've played, this is probably the most polished one I've ever played in my life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's way more polished than some full releases.
Hmm.
Um,
That's sad.
it's good, dude. No, it's really good. It's polished. It has a lot to do. The only problem right now is like I don't think the developers themselves even anticipated how successful it was going to be.
Right.
So they didn't really have like a coherent like roadmap for it. They weren't like, oh, like we're gonna like plan all this DLC and shit like that. Like even like there's been numerous articles written by about the developers like being taken aback from how successful it's been. I mean, it was more played than Elden Ring at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it had more concurrent players than Elden Ring, and they were like, yeah, we weren't really anticipating it to be this successful, so like we didn't really have any plans going into it, which is sad because it's like basically the way that it works is you have like world bosses kind of like Valheim, but you have way more world bosses in this. You have like 35 of them or so, 40
Right.
of them.
Right. Well, Valheim has. Oh, maybe that's more than Valheim actually.
It's way more than Valheim, dude.
Yeah.
Valheim only has like what, like 10 of them?
Well, they've been adding to it, so I don't know what the full scope. I think it's still in early access too. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, you have world bosses, and like you have to go track them and kill them, and like they have powers and like that you can get and unlocks and shit like that, and it's really fucking good. Like the castle building system is a lot of fun too. Like I've spent more time just building my fucking castle than I have like actually hunting shit.
Oh, dude, that's like when we played Valheim. You were just spending all your time just building your.
Yeah, dude.
But the thing is
like,
that you have to build up to get more different materials. Like you have to explore the world to level up to be able to build more advanced structures. Like I really love to build like a castle in Valheim. That'd be awesome.
That's what it's like in V Rising too. Like you have to actually go out and explore and actually kill these bosses to get like different types of materials and structures and shit like that.
Hmm. Okay.
And like research tables, and it's fucking great. I really like it, man. It's a lot of fun. For a little indie game coming from a tiny Swedish studio, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I highly endorse it.
Good to know.
Only 20 bucks too. Only 20 bucks. You can't go wrong, man.
I
mean,
know.
Like the only thing that like I haven't even reached the end game in it yet. You know, I've killed maybe like half the bosses.
Right.
Some of them are fucking hard. You know, you need like a group of people. But beyond killing all the bosses and like unlocking everything, it's just like I'm not really sure what you do. I think it kind of plateaus at that point, and that's the point when the game is going to need like expansion or DLC or just like more content.
Right.
Like I'd even be happy if they just kept adding bosses. Like that's fine. Like just keep adding bosses.
Yeah, it gives you more to do too, I feel like.
Yeah. That's cool. It's cool. I mean, like the whole the whole vampire thing is like pretty neat too. Like it's, you know, like you can still go out during the day, but you have to like stick to the shadows, otherwise you'll fucking burst into flames and die.
Oh, really? You can't even walk out in the daylight?
You can't walk in the sun. Yeah, you have to like stick to the shadows. And
Makes sense.
you can like there's like this whole like blood quality system in it where like you have different like mobs that have different blood quality and different blood types that like have different abilities. You have like thieves and warriors and brutes and shit like that, and they all have different abilities, and they have a percentage like of what percentage of that quality they are. So if you have a high percentage, if you have like a 50 or a 60% of like a certain blood type, you'll have like there's like tiers in their blood type that'll give you access to more abilities and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. So when you find like mobs that have like 100% of a certain blood type, it's fucking, you're like a god. It's fucking awesome. I like it.
Wow.
Leah doesn't give a shit.
There's just so many games that I have that I am not playing that I can't justify buying anymore at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we have to. I'd like to get a little ahead of Valheim. We're gonna play that. We played a little Destiny. That was fun.
I mean, I just bought Witch Queen in Destiny, and I have.
I know she does have
done
Witch
one
Queen
or
now.
two quests. So
What do you think of Witch Queen so far?
I don't think I've gotten into it enough to really have an opinion, because so far it seems pretty much like everything else I've played in the game.
Well, what separates this season from like past Destiny seasons, though?
Content. They add a new storyline.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
They add more gear, storyline, shit like that.
So like the same it's like the same thing.
Not exactly the same thing. They add new activities and stuff like that. Like
All right.
they have seasonal activities.
Yeah. I think are trials back? Is that
Trials of Osiris?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have those every weekend. And they actually have a matchmaking system now for trials, but I don't recommend it because you're gonna fucking group up with these pros and just get your shit kicked in.
Yeah, that's the worst part about Destiny is you get paired with real idiots who have no idea what they're doing.
They're idiots or
i.e.
pros.
Gambit.
Right. Do you think they're still heading in a good... I mean, they still have Gambit. You could play Gambit still.
Oh, Gambit's the best part of that game.
I love Gambit.
Gambit is fun, but the only problem is they've like made no changes to it. You know,
That's true. They should
like they
do
make
something
no
different.
changes to their PvP. They make no changes to fucking Gambit. They just it's like the bastardized systems of Destiny.
Different packaging, same
You just
same
don't
content,
care about.
different packaging, really.
Right.
I think they just include it because they have people that want to do that stuff all day. They focus highly on the PvE aspects of everything, and it's like don't get me wrong, dude. Like the PvE is fucking excellent.
Yeah.
But if they actually started focusing on Gambit and PvP to the extent that they focused on PvE, like that game would be a fucking force.
What happened? You
What happened,
collided.
Matt?
Like, that's our third crash. We're officially.
Matt, what are you doing?
I collided against the tree, apparently. That was actually a pretty cool city we were flying. That was Stockholm.
I was
Have you been drinking, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
I was enjoying that ride, and then all of a sudden it's just crash.
Well, I'm going back to it because I did like that town.
Leah, I think you should definitely beat Witch Queen. Witch Queen has a great story. Savathun is a great enemy too.
I will. I'm gonna play more later today. I'm gonna beat it.
The person that voices Savathun does a really good job too.
I have to beat Destiny.
I'm going
I
to
have
beat it.
I have to beat Tomb Raider. I still have to beat fucking Cyberpunk and Assassin's Creed.
I can't believe Leah has not beaten Cyberpunk. Like, what the fuck?
I haven't even gone through the whole game of GTA or Red Dead yet. Like I haven't even beaten Lion King from Super Nintendo when I was a kid, and I think it was because it was a.
Damn, you're like
a
30
glitch.
years behind.
No, I think it was like
High
a
on the
glitch.
list is Lion King.
It's pretty high actually.
It's priorities, bro. Come on.
I beat every other game. I beat Aladdin. I beat like all the Mario's, the 7 stars. I beat all the games except for Lion King. So, my point is, I have a lot of games I still need to put time into.
Game must have impacted you in some way because you're still talking about it. You're like, I still haven't beaten Lion King. Like, what the fuck about Lion King made you think
Like,
about
that's
it 25 years later?
Yeah.
Well, because I had my Super Nintendo. Matt, we just sold it recently, and he said, he can get the Lion King on my PC to finish it because when I was a kid, I played Super Nintendo a ton, and Lion King was the only game I could not beat because there was a glitch. I swear to God, there was a glitch. Something was wrong, and so I want to go back and see if I was right or not. And then if there was a glitch, I don't know. I'd like to try to beat it because I feel like, it was probably user error, and I was too young to really know. And I'm like, oh, it's just a glitch.
Is this it in your gaming career, the one that got away?
Absolutely. And that's why I still think about it because I'm like, well, I never beat Lion King, so.
Your first romance.
So
Oh,
good.
shit.
The king is here.
We should talk about games we're looking forward to.
Yeah, let's. This year or next year because there's a lot.
Any year, it doesn't matter, dude. Have you seen Stray, that game where you play a cat?
I was gonna tell you. Yes.
I've seen. I think you saw the trailer for that.
I mean, that's a game made for.
Cullen game.
That's a Cullen game. I mean,
That's a Cullen
am
game.
I gonna
They
fuck?
should've
I'm not gonna fucking
literally-
buy that game, dude.
Just fucking ask me what I wanted.
So you're gonna buy it? You bought it already, probably.
Absolutely, I'm getting Stray, dude. Stray looks amazing.
Yeah, it's a cat in the cyberpunk universe. What could go wrong?
It's super
Exactly.
cool. Cat in a cyberpunk universe full of sad robots. Okay.
Hey,
Looks
when are
amazing.
are all the conferences for all the different companies this week, or is it next week?
Next week,
Oh yeah.
June 12th is Microsoft and Xbox, and I'm telling you, from all the leaks that I've read, Diablo 4 is gonna fucking be there, and I want a release date
I'm sure Diablo
or
4
a new
will be.
class announcement.
Okay. New class. I mean, Dude, the problem is that have you seen some of the gameplay footage? It looked a little boring, to be honest
No
with you.
way. Get the fuck out of here.
It did. It looked like,
Get
okay.
the fuck out of here. That game is gonna ruin my life.
Well, if they can't do any innovative shit anymore, they just have to do the same old shit over and fucking over again.
It's not the same old shit, dude. It's an open world game.
What, with like an MMO? Or just
Yes.
open world?
It's an open world game.
With multiple, now like how many people can be in the world? Like Immortal, which there's like 25 million people in the map now?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like, it plays like an MMO apparently.
Okay.
So that game's gonna ruin my fucking life. It's gonna ruin my life.
What was the last game that ruined your life?
God.
Probably WoW, and that was a long time ago.
No, I hear that a lot. That WoW has ruined people's lives.
WoW's
It's
ruined a lot of lives.
Specifically,
Well,
WoW
yeah.
has like fathers who like left their children unattended, kind of stuff. Like,
Well, what about Skyrim?
Skyrim wasn't like... Skyrim wasn't the type of game where like I'd call out of work to fucking play.
So you know what game I would do to call out of work? The GTA games. Hands down. Every
I
single.
feel like
Really?
for me, Assassin's Creed.
Really?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed for me. I love Assassin's
Wow.
Creed.
No, I mean like WoW in its heyday though.
Like
I
07,
play-
08?
Well,
kinda
what-
thing?
Yeah.
I play WoW now. I'm not calling out of work for fucking new WoW content.
I think the last time I called out of work for WoW and waited in line was Wrath of the Lich King, and that was about it. That was the last one. And I think that was for most people too.
That was like considered its heyday, you know.
Yep. Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King. After that, it was downhill from there.
Stray looks good. Callisto Protocol looks fucking sweet too. Did you watch that trailer I sent you? Callisto Protocol?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Dude, that game looks fucking dope. Like, it's a huge Dead Space knockoff, but it's even by the same people that made Dead Space. But it
Oh,
just
really?
looks-
Well, I'm a big
yeah.
fan of Dead Space. I'm playing Dead Space 2 right now. Dead
Yeah.
Space is great.
It looks fucking cool. Dead Space had cool lore, man. Like, I actually like that about
But
Dead
the
Space.
gameplay in Dead Space was amazing. Like the weapons and like slicing limbs off of the aliens
Yeah.
and shit. I mean, that was pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Very innovative. Actually, Leah has seen me play it and she got a little scared.
Dead Space is a good game. I don't know if I've played very many of them beyond the first one, but I did like the first one.
The second one is the best one. You should play the second one. And it was free. Actually, no. You know, Amazon Prime. They gave it away for free on Amazon Prime.
Actually, I think I have Dead Space 2 in my library. I just haven't
It-
really played it.
You should play that one. That one's the best one out of the series.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Um,
And it looks good still, too, by the way.
dude, also they've got like a new line of graphics cards coming out. Looks like it's a 4000 series.
Yeah, and the
Horizon.
RTX series, the 30 series finally came down. I think came down literally to retail being available now. Like 3080 is like $800 now.
Stray is only $27, dude. I'm definitely buying that.
It's definitely a niche game.
I do have Dead Space 2.
I've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition. That's a great one.
That's a good one.
That
That's an
game
older
is
but goodie, huh?
that game is gigantic, dude. Holy
That's a
shit.
really good game. Yeah.
That's a huge ass game.
In terms of like party-based RPGs, it's probably my favorite one. I know
You don't-
everybody's always like Knights of the Old Republic. No.
Well, that's an old one. But a lot of people like you don't like Pillars of Eternity. That's like
I never
hardcore.
played Pillars of Eternity. No.
Yeah, and then Divinity. Unfortunately, with Divinity, it's always been kind of painful to play. I don't know. Every single time I try to get into it, I play with Leah for a little bit,
Mhm.
and then
I
she
mean-
found out you had to read dialogue, and she was out pretty quick.
Well, I also don't like the fact that it's like turn-based
Combat.
combat. For some reason, that's just it feels so slow.
Yeah, turn-based combat's not
It
really
doesn't
my
feel
thing.
organic either. Turn-based combat.
It does remind me of Mario and this search for the 7 stars. That was also turn-based combat. Beat that game, so I've been there before.
I'm
Mario Search for the 7 Stars. Yes,
That's
I
right.
know.
I feel like I'm messing up the title there, but the secret of the 7 stars. I don't know. Whatever. It was a good one. But
Sure.
Divinity.
I agree
Is-
with you, Leah.
Divinity is cool though. I mean, I could see how it definitely, if you can get through the game a little bit faster, it definitely is cool.
I actually haven't played Divinity. That's one that I gotta play at some point.
You should. I'll play with, dude. You know it's multiplayer. We could all play. All 4 of us can play it. You know that, right?
I don't have it though.
Oh, you don't have it.
No. Every
Well-
time it goes on sale, I swear I'm gonna fucking buy it too. But
Well,
I think
if
the
you
fact
if
that
you
the
ever if you
turn-based
ever
is, like,
do, are you gonna buy Divinity 2 though? Just buy Divinity 2 at this point.
Yeah, I think the fact that it's turn-based is what's prevented me from buying it because I'm not really hot on turn-based games.
I mean, Leah's right. It is a very slow-moving game. It takes forever to get anywhere, and that's exactly the same as Pillars of Eternity. I mean, doing anything in that game is like, it takes fucking forever, dude.
And same as No Man's Sky. That's why I have a little bit of. I don't always go for No Man's Sky because it takes forever. It's not turn-based, but it takes forever to get,
To get
collect all your
moving.
materials, to be able to fly, to be able to
That's
go to
the
a
thing,
planet.
dude. Like, see, games like that, that's why I like survival games so much, because I could literally spend just days just fucking building shit, not even really playing the game, dude, just building stuff.
Well,
No.
did you
That's why I
You-
love
you kn-
Rust. Like, I love Rust.
I'll definitely play Rust, but you never liked the new DayZ, huh?
No, I hate DayZ. There's no base building in DayZ.
No, you can build base in DayZ.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, you build you can build like barbed wire and tents and shit. You can't build like, I guess, structures, but you could build like little mini camps and stuff like that.
It's a survival game in the aspect that you're surviving against the other cunts that play that game.
Well, that's the same thing as Rust, dude. Rust is fucking.
Depends on where you play, though. Depends on where you play. Play on a modded server, dude. I'm telling you.
I want to try
Play on
that.
play on a modded server where.
Which
they have different rules.
modded server do you play? Like, what
I don't
rules
know,
does it
dude.
have?
Okay, so the one that I play on has PvP zones, so it's not an all-out free-for-all.
That's cool. So if you want a PvP, you just go into the zones. That's
right.
it.
And
Oh.
it's around major monuments. It's
Oh,
not
shit.
like anywhere in the world. So it also has like kind of like a role-playing system too, where like you get like you can like level up like gathering, like wood cutting and like mining and shit like that. and
So you
become
could
more
build your
efficient in it.
base without being bothered.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's what I do, dude, in that game. I just like there are times when I want to play that game with just like the other psychopaths because it's just insane. But
Right.
most of the time when I play that game, dude, I'm usually playing on a modded server, just doing my own thing, and it's fucking great.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. Like a key complaint of that game is just the community is fucking terrible. But you find the right
Yeah.
server, dude, and it's a good time.
Like everywhere.
That's why
By
I
the
like
way-
survival games.
I like those games where you have to build stuff and it takes time. I don't mind like putting in work in games and like it takes time to do stuff. You have to gather materials, but I do want there to be some kind of incentive in the beginning to even do that. I feel like with No Man's Sky, there's no incentive. It's just like, sorry to go back to No Man's Sky, but it's just like you need to play for 60 hours before you can even do anything fun.
Oh, No Man's Sky. The problem with No Man's Sky is the like grind is like tedious at points.
Yeah, the grind is unbearable
It's
sometimes.
it's not very casual. It's something that you have to really sit down and devote a lot of time to.
Like a
And
job.
like absolutely nothing happens sometimes as well.
And,
You're just like sitting like flying.
I feel like I
Leah,
should get
have you-
paid for it.
Leah, have you ever played Subnautica?
No.
Subnautica is the best survival game ever made.
I almost got my hands on that one, to be
I
honest.
don't
with
think
you.
I've
best
ever even
survival
really
game
heard of
ever
it.
made.
Is it
It's an underwater survival game. You can like build bases and stuff like that, and it takes place on like another planet, and you have to like find materials that will allow you to like build different like like sea craft and stuff, so you can go deeper and stuff like that. And it's a really fucking good game. It's definitely my favorite survival game. It's the best one out there. And it's a chill experience too, because it's a single player game, so it's not like you're running around worried about some person shooting.
But
you
she
in the back
likes
of the
to
head.
she likes to play with us. Do you think it's worth me getting her Rust when it goes on sale?
Sure.
Well, I mean, those survival games and
I don't
building
see why
bases,
not. I mean,
it's better to play with your friends. I feel like, and
yeah.
building a base together.
Yeah. I'm sure she'd like it, but I mean, it depends on what she does in it. You know, like you play on just like an official server, and it's like a death match. It's unbearable sometimes. You have to be in a certain mood for that.
Right.
But
I'm saying
because
playing on like the modded servers, like you're playing
playing on
on.
modded servers is always a fucking good time. It's always a good time.
Matt, you're landing on the highway.
I'm trying to. I want to explore the
Wait,
inner
Colin, is
towns.
it Subnautica or Subnautica Below Zero?
Both of them are really good. I like Below
Okay.
Zero.
Alright.
Below Zero has like more above ground stuff to do, which is kind of cool. Like the basis of the first Subnautica is almost entirely underwater.
Yeah, they're both free via Game Pass.
Oh, get them both then, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you have Xbox Game Pass, Mike?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Subnautica Below Zero has like stuff that you can do way more stuff you can do above ground.
Above ground? Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
It's kind of cool. I mean, there's still like it's still predominantly an ocean, but
I mean, let's say, would that defeat the purpose of
right now
Subnautica?
no. And it's a really good game too, man. Like
Oh,
I
no.
love Below Zero.
Oh no. Woo!
Good Matt!
Oh man, right into the trees.
Matt, you're
Oh.
really. Oh, come on, really?
Well,
God.
that
Alright.
that seemed okay. You hit a bush.
How many times do you have to crash before they take your license away?
He
Five-
only
five.
hit like a bush. That shouldn't have.
I just hit a bush.
I know that was nothing.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I
It wasn't
just
even
hit
a tree.
I just hit a
I think,
bush.
This was a good podcast, guys.
This was a great podcast.
Yeah, we've been talking for like an hour and a half, and it didn't
Yeah.
even feel like that.
It's been good. It's been good.
Any last
More-
thoughts?
more.
Vote.
I didn't mean
I
to end the
think,
I didn't mean to end the podcast, but I realized
I think in like the coming week or two, we should have a another podcast on all the gaming conferences and all the announcements within
Yeah.
the next week.
yeah, we should do that then.
Well, there's not going to be an E3 this year, so
No, but I mean, like everyone's gonna have like a Nintendo Direct and like Microsoft and all that, right?
Nintendo Direct already happened, I think.
Oh, it did. Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
always like in
It was a couple
June.
weeks ago,
Oh, my bad.
I think.
Yeah, you're bad. Mike.
Yeah, I'll
You're
say.
bad.
Hey, you should have known that.
So this is what the week where they kind of advertise all the new games that are coming out. Like, what
Sorry
is
for
it?
the coughing. I have COVID.
Well, the only one that I know of is a Microsoft and Bethesda one that's coming up on the 12th, and that's a pretty big one because it has a lot of games featured there under those two umbrellas. I want to see some Starfield gameplay, like, and cut the shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this crap?
They're holding it back, though, aren't they?
How long has it been, dude? Like,
So you think it's
At
gonna be
least
like Skyrim
I
and
think it was
Fallout?
announced in what 2019, I want to say.
It's been in the works for a long time.
yes, I do think it's gonna follow that formula. They've like admitted that.
That's
but
great. I love Fallout, dude. I fucking love it.
Not Fallout, more like Skyrim. Just
Yeah,
like
well, I don't
an
want
open world
Skyrim in
RPG.
space. I don't want Skyrim in space. I want Starfield.
I
You know what I
wouldn't
mean?
mind Skyrim in space. If you could pull that off and make it successful, I'd invest a lot of hours in that. But you know, dude, there's been leaks about it from like developers saying that like it's not great, which might be why it got delayed.
Oh, that's worrisome.
Because they're working on the engine and shit like that. So it uses a creative engine, and the creative engine has always looked like absolute shit. Doesn't matter if it's brand new; it's just awful.
They got another one called Redfall coming out sometime this year.
Yeah, that's
Redfall.
that vampire game,
The
isn't it?
vampire one, yeah.
What is this that you're flying now?
Look at this.
It's like a
Look at this thing.
Drone.
yeah. It looks
But-
like it.
But there's a. Why am I a female? Why is that Leah in there?
I mean, I'll take it. That's so weird. What a weird looking.
Looks
Air
really
map.
cool though, dude.
This thing flies like shit, though. I can't crash in this thing.
I
Can
bet
this
you
thing
can.
even go like in a direction, or can it just go
Yeah,
straight up and down?
it'll take till the end of time to get to Helsinki.
Does
Now,
this?
does it have any weaponry? I wonder if this really is a drone. Just can blow up a town.
It doesn't do much. Can it go forward a little bit?
You can't even go forward.
What is this?
It's a hovercraft.
Motor 5, motor 8, motor 9, motor 10. Wow, 12 motors.
Matt just hitting buttons, pretending he's an expert.
He is. Remember?
Oh, I forgot. He's great at everything. Colin, I forgot.
At this pace, we should just fly this and just fly over our houses in Massachusetts.
Well, yeah, we can show you our house.
I don't want to dox us though.
Right.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
learned what that meant. I just learned the meaning of doxing the other day.
I'll bet you the 3 people that listen to this are real interested in where you live.
Yeah, but you don't have to say the address. You just fly over the house and you just put in the address. Can they see you putting in the address here?
No.
You fly into the house though and
Yeah,
cause
so you don't-
damage to it.
Just don't go up close to the mailbox.
What is the how do you fly this thing? This thing like doesn't
I mean, you're
Go.
kind of doing it.
well. Like if I just go forward here, it's floating backwards. Can I go forward now? Not really. Okay. This is terrible. Wow. Just
Matt, we're
absolute
proud of you.
absolute garbage.
Mike, you should get Subnautica, especially if it's free, dude. It's overwhelmingly
you-
positive on Steam.
All right.
It's really good.
Colin,
One of my faves.
Colin's getting paid by Subnautica developers.
Dude, they're coming out with a new one though, and I'm super excited for
Wait,
that.
seriously?
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah, they had a listing a couple weeks ago looking for developers for a new Subnautica game. Very exciting.
All right, after I land here, we'll call it a day.
Oh, so like 6 p.m.
We're gonna land here soon, at some point.
You have to
Just,
drop an anchor in this thing, dude.
Yeah.
Lands.
Legit. What are we doing?
I'm gonna land it.
To send up a flare.
Here we go.
So, Matt, when are we expecting this podcast to be up and rolling?
I'll put it up tonight.
That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah. I got some new video production stuff because I was doing music videos now for the albums and band I'm doing stuff and
Oh yeah, did you guys see Matt's music video?
Oh.
So cool. It's called The Crime.
My
It's really
parents,
great.
Knows all about it.
It's like very 80s vibe. It's cool. You should check it out if you have time.
Matt, you almost landed off the cliff.
actually, that does give me an idea. But I'm gonna land here. Here we go.
Where is this anyway? What country is this?
There we go.
Where are we, Matt?
We're in Telluride, so that is probably like Colorado or some shit.
Oh.
I just picked a random place. It looks like
Boring
Colorado.
old America.
Huh?
Boring old
This
America.
looks like yeah, yellow, like where they shot Yellowstone or something.
Is this where Arthur Morgan's gang is?
Billy the Kid.
What is this showcase? Yeah, this is Colorado, I think.
Yeah, it
Whole
looks very Colorado-y.
A whole bunch of nothing. All right, well, we had one successful landing.
Yeah, and I'd say we had a successful podcast in general.
Definitely. Good job.
Very good, guys.
I'll let you know if I think it's successful. I have to listen
Oh.
to it 3 times first.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you,
3
Colin.
times? That's a lot.
I have to scrutinize everything Matt says.
Well, okay, that makes sense.
All right, well, that's it.
Well, thank you.